What's up, gang? I hope you enjoyed that intro that I may or may not have made. It's a motorcycle. We're here at Le Clarice Pantheon in Rome. There is a giant Roman wall on a couple sides of us, and some nice bikes. Line bike there, and this really cool old Royal Enfield. If you can see that, that looks incredible. It's like an old military bike. Let's see, I'll show you the room a bit here. Just got to the room. Oh, and the curtains. Packing up to go out to eat into the Colosseum. So, gotta get the camera gear loaded up. And yeah, this is the room. Super tall. Thankfully it has AC because it's hot. If this doesn't make you a patriotic Italian, I don't know what will. We're here in a historical playground, basically. And Trajan's column here. I don't really know where to start here because there's just so much to see. I don't really want face track either, but got the victory column behind me. I said Trajan's column. There's an ambulance somewhere back there. And just so much stuff all over here. We're about to go see the Colosseum. You can see in the distance right here. But we're going to go in there. So, anyway. Well, anyway, I'm here in front of the Colosseum. It is actually incredible if you just look at it. And I think everyone's probably looking at me, but not really because everybody else is doing this too. So, anyway, wow. This is a crazy city, though. It's actually almost too much to take in. Still in the Colosseum here, working on leaving. The Arch of Constantine here. Nice clock tower over there. This is all the Forum on this side. Colosseum back there. I really like the outside of the Colosseum more than the inside, to be honest. The inside was good if you're an archaeology buff, and you did get some cool views, but the outside is so much cooler and in better shape. So. This. Perfect. All right, we're gonna taste this water we just got.
Is it crunchy?
Yeah, it tastes like normal sparkling water. Oh, look at this crow. It's impending.
You want some sparkling water?
Come here.
No.
He said, do you have food? So we're leaving the Forum here. They're closing it down. Got some really cool views all around. And we were able to go up here and get a really good view of basically just Rome. Can't quite see everything, but you can see the Victory. Toriano, it's a giant monument, and it's very cool. And now we're just walking out to go back towards the Pantheon, where our hotel is. Yeah. It's kind of like a big garden in a way. Very beautiful. Just got back from dinner. We ended up going to a Chinese place, which sounds weird because we're in Rome, but we passed it and it had a bunch of Michelin guide stickers. Don't believe it had a star, but it was very good and not too pricey. It was called Green Tea, just tea, no EA. Yeah, today we landed at the Colosseum, Forum, Palatine Hill. Those are all one ticket. You're gonna want to do those. I did mine 3 weeks ago, and there was quite a few dates sold out already. So just do that in advance. Buy those tickets. You can probably queue up, but it was way easier. All we had to do was show me QR code a couple times, go through security, bang. Yeah, decently crowded, but not terrible because of the tickets. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna start with the Welcome to Rome Museum and then go from there. So peace. Got Piazza Navona here. I mean that guy recording each other, basically. We're on our way to this Welcome to Rome Museum, which we should have done yesterday, but it's supposed to be a pretty good introduction to Rome. But yeah, this is actually fairly quiet for what it is. Alright, just got done with the Welcome to Rome experience. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it was worth the price. It was 30 euros for both of us. But it just gave you videos and showed you how to what Rome used to look like, and kind of had renderings of all the stuff you see at the forum. So that part was cool, but like I said, you might just find it on YouTube where you go. It's kind of my opinion. And now we're gonna go in this. There we go. Alright, so we're here, one bridge down from the Ponte di Sant'Angelo. This, I believe, is a courthouse. They're still working on it for the Jubilee. And then over there you can see the Ponte di Sant'Angelo coming over there. Just right where those people are. That way, right there. And then the castle behind it, I forgot to record. At the Castel di Sant'Angelo, we ended up going to this restaurant called Toto for some good cacio e pepe and seafood risotto. And then we went to the Spanish Steps, which was covered in flowers and a lot of dudes handing out roses. It was cool, but not my favorite stop of the day, but a very cool area full of shops. We are here examining a great example of Baroque architecture. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not enough of a student of art history to remember the two dudes' names, but basically there was two guys competing to do the most Baroque things possible. And that's how we got Baroque architecture, apparently. So, yeah. On a Sunday at the Trevi Fountain. Huge ass line here. I might just get my tripod and go over the crowd here, honestly. But this line here, down in there, where you can take your picture with all the other couple 100,000 people. It is quite pretty though, actually. Anyway, just had dinner in Trastevere, and now we're gonna go to the bridges and see some sunsets. So we're here on the backside of the Forum, and there's two of the oldest standing structures from the Roman Empire here. So you have the Temple of Fortunia, I think it's called, and the Temple of Hercules' Victory. And that one's very round and kind of cool looking. And then over here you can kind of see the Forum, which is, we were there yesterday. Didn't know about this, to be honest. So yeah. So far, my impression of Rome is it's one of the most beautiful cities I think I've been to, especially in terms of history and architecture. We just went to have dinner at Trastevere. That was pretty cool. But a lot of graffiti over there, which was odd. But yeah, also a lot more locals and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's been a little bit hard to find, like, quote-unquote non-touristy restaurants. But all the food we've had has been good regardless, so can't complain too much about that. And I think the people have been generally pretty friendly and helpful. So, yeah. Anyways, definitely everyone should check out Rome once if they get the chance. I didn't really record too much of the interim, but the next morning we woke up and went to the Pantheon before we continued to the Vatican Museum. So here's some of that footage. Logan doesn't want to be in the video, but she keeps talking during my videos. This is what I would say is the Dome of Domes. It's the largest unsupported concrete dome in the world. 2,000 years after it was built. Imagine you just got back from your meal of bread and legumes, and this is what you walk into. We're here at St. Peter's Square, Basilica, waiting for our slot to go in the Vatican Museum, which is in an hour and a half, so I don't know what we're gonna do. And we got a fine on the bus on the way here, so there's a tap-to-pay machine in the back, maybe the front, but I didn't see one in the front or the middle. I didn't see the one in the back either until they came on. So when you get on the bus, make sure you tap in or have a ticket beforehand. Otherwise, you'll get a €50 fine per person. And so, yeah, and you'll waste 30 minutes of your day for them to fill out your info. So, yeah. All right, made it in the Vatican Museum. You can get in without a pre-booked ticket. It's a long line, and it's kind of hot out there. So I would recommend booking that in advance, probably a month or more. A couple weeks maybe, it depends on the day. I booked mine 3 weeks ago, I think. And now we're gonna go in and I'll see if they let me take videos. One of my main reasons for visiting the Vatican Museum was to see the Sistine Chapel and the famous ceiling painted by Michelangelo. Unfortunately, I did not realize that the Sistine Chapel was closed for conclave, which is the selection of the new pope. So we kind of walked through the Vatican Museum, still enjoyed the many paintings there were, but we were a little bummed after that. So yeah, this is the footage I got. And then we shortly after got on the train to Florence, where we continue the rest of our trip. All right, we're about to go on the train to Florence. It's like an hour and a half from Rome. The train station in Rome is pretty nice. This doesn't show it, but lots of shopping. And this is what first class looks like. I'll put the name of the subtitles. I forgot it. Francesco.